Hello, Beckie Carlson here, Stampin' Independent Demonstrator. I posted this card on a couple of social media things and got a lot of requests on how to do it. So I'm just going to do a quick video. I think it's called an Easel card. I'm not sure. You can call it whatever you'd like. Anyway, I'm going to do a different version of this. This is the one that I showed, but I'm going to do a little bit different version. So you start off with your regular card base. I took our thick white cardstock, cut it to 5.5 by 8.5. And I will show you how to do this. So first off, you got it 5.5 by 8.5. I'm going to score it like we normally do at 4.25. Okay, and then this is where the easel part comes in. So you're going to turn it in your trimmer. I put mine out to 3.5 right here. Make sure you can see it. 3.5, and then you're going to cut it, but you're going to leave an inch that you don't cut on each side. Okay, so right here, let's turn it this way so we can see it better. So 3.5. On this side we got our 1 to 8.5. So if we start at 7.5, just line this up with 7.5 right here. Actually, we want 1.5 inches, so go to 7, sorry, 8.5 to 7, so we're gonna leave 1.5 inches. I forgot I just changed this. So 1.5 inches right here, so you're gonna go to 7, and then we'll go to 1.5 over here. You'll stop right here, so this lines up with 1.5, okay? And you're going to turn it, move that, with the cutting blade out of the way, and now you're gonna score it lined up with this part on the short side, right here. Okay, so you're going to score it. So we're already at 1.5. So we just want to go to where your cut line is, score it, then go over another 1/2 inch. So you'll be over to 2. Score it just to that cut mark. Okay, and you'll do the same thing on the other side. This time it's over here now. So you have 1.5. And score it out to that cut. Move it to 2, score it, cut in. So now you should have those little creases right there where you scored it, and the middle one. So when you fold it, now you should have like this. And you'll fold this in, and this up. Fold this up. Just like that. I push it down. See how that looks? And that is your easel card. There. Now you want to use your bone folder or whatever you use to score it down real well. Make it good and flat. And I'll go ahead and put this together. So now we have these panels on here. So the way that I do it is I would cut a piece of designer paper. This is 3 by 6. And I'm going to score it halfway over there, so 3. Crease it, and then I'm going to put that right over the top of my card here. Since it's a moving thing, I want to make sure I get a lot of glue on it so that it will stick even when it's moving around. Okay, then we're just going to take this, I'm just going to put it right over the top of this right here. I think I left a little border on this one. That's fine. Okay, so now you've got front and back. I think with this one, it's nice to have the back done as well. It's up to you. Okay, then have some polka dots here, some stripes. Some bold here. So this little spot right here, and cut it down. I cut it a little bit long, so this part is going to be, it can be as long as you want it. You can go all the way to here, or you can cut it off here. So mine, I had it go all the way down. I think I'm going to cut it off. So that's going to be a little bit less than what I've got here. So So if I cut it down to 2, just a titch more than 2, maybe 2 1/8 right there. And that will fit in that little spot. You could do it on both sides if you want to. I actually did something a little bit different on the back side of mine. So I didn't put it on the back. So just put that in there. And that's going to fold up. So even if it's not exactly the size, it's going to fold up like that. So you're not going to see that in there. Okay, and then this is 1 1/2. So I'm actually going to cut this down to 1 1/2. Right here. And this also makes it a little bit sturdier on the bottom. So I'm going to put this on the front and on the back, just so that it's nice and sturdy at the bottom. There we go. So I'm just going to put this across the bottom here. This also works nicely with the colored cardstock that we have. It's nice and firm. Put this across the bottom here. A nice finished edge. I'll flip it over and do it on the other side. Like so. Put it on there. Stand up to make sure it's all aligned. This is the back part. So on the back, I'm actually going to stamp this cute little a paper hug from me right in this little window here. I thought that was super cute. Put that on there. So it's like a little signature. Sign my name right there. So that's the back of your card. And then on the front, you can do pretty much anything you want, of course. But I've got some pre-cut flowers somewhere right here that I'm going to put on here. So I already went ahead and colored these and cut them out. I was playing around, seeing how it looked with the darkened edges. I thought it was a little too much, so those won't be going on there. I'm just going to put some of these on here. You could also layer it up if you wanted to put, you know, something underneath it to make it stand out more, like so. I think I'm going to just put mine right directly on there. So I'll glue them down, and then maybe have some of them popped up. Popped up, so that gives it some dimension. Got some dimensionals here. Put some of these on the back. I cut out a lot of these. I had fun coloring them, but I'm not going to make you watch me color because you know how to do this. So this is colored with Flirty Flamingo, the light and dark. I like this one. It has a little stem on it. Put this guy up here. We've got another one we can put down here. Just a little bouquet of roses. And then we also have a little leaf here we can put on there. My glue wants to come out. There we go. Okay, and then I already went ahead and stamped "You Are Amazing" on here. So I got a little something on there. You could put right in here. This is kind of sticking up. I'm gonna stick that right in there. Like so. Got a little something there. I will cover that up with something. We'll put a leaf here or something. Anyway, that's the basic idea of how that works. And then you've got this inside where you can do other things on there. And you've got the back. Pretty simple. I have a couple other ways that I did it here. Here's one where I tied a little bow over this part. It's empty on the inside. I haven't stamped anything on the inside. There's my little hug on the back. Here's one that's on the red cardstock. And I did some dimensionals on here. This is the stencil, the punch, little hearts. This is actually from the Perfectly Pen paper, I believe. I just colored it with a blender pen and then mounted on some white cardstock. I put the hug there on that one. And then, of course, the first one that I started with, the ladybugs. Probably my favorite one still. The whole back done. This one I add a little bit on here. But that is as easy as it is. So there's my samples. Which one do you like the best? There you go, easy as can be. I will put the measurements on my blog, and I hope you share what you made with it. Thanks.